Hey everybody, welcome back to Nintendo Treehouse Live at E3 2019. I'm Morgan from the Treehouse, here with Sam from the Treehouse, Ethan from the Treehouse, who will be translating for our very special guest, Mr. Tezuka, producer of Super Mario Maker 2. Thank you for being here.
Actually here, just hanging out on the title screen, we can see so many new elements. We've got the Super Mario 3D World game style. We've got the Koopa Troopa car down there. Tezuka-san, I know the dev team has worked so hard to put so many new things into the game, but they're actually not quite done yet. They're still doing a little bit of work, aren't they? Do you have any updates you can share with us?
開発チームが今まで新しい要素をいっぱい入れてるんですけれども、その仕事がまだ続いていて。でも新しいアップデートが何かシェアしていただけますでしょうか。
まだまだ今現在続けてるんですけども、本当はあまり言いたくなかったんですけど、リクエストなどで言いますと、フレンドの、マッチング機能っていうのは今実装しようとしています。
Those springs are really scary.
Yeah, we are continuing our work, and I wasn't sure I was going to talk about this today, but we are planning some. We're going to be making some changes to the matching with friends that you can play.
Oh, you can jump on him with the car. You can't run into Bowser with the car, but you can jump on him with the car.
And also,
I also like how they have a full
course right on the title screen here before we even jump into the
title screen.
So maybe hang out in story mode a little bit.
Yeah, they just said the thing about friends.
最初からストーリーモードに入っていこうかなと思います。
We just missed it.
So I was wondering if you could share with us a little bit more about why you chose to add story mode to this game.
They will be bringing
今回ストーリーモードを追加した理由について語っていただけますでしょうか。
So you can
作ることに関して本当にいろんな仕掛けや敵とかいろんなものを追加したんですけども、やっぱり遊ぶことに対しても前よりもずっとバージョンアップしたいなと思いました。
So we knew we wanted to add a lot of elements to the making side of Super Mario Maker 2, but we also wanted to make sure we upgraded the play side of the game as well.
でただ簡単なマップがあってっていうよりはこういう違ったスタイルで遊んでもらうということをちょっと考えました。
And rather than making a sort of simple map layout, we thought it'd be great to have a kind of small world for you to explore like this.
ここだけ 3D の表現をしてて結構スタッフが大変でした。
So just this part of the game is in 3D, and our staff had to work really hard to make these graphics look the way they do.
What's wonderful here is we've got over 100 courses the dev team has carefully built to help inspire players, give them ideas of what they can do in the Super Mario Maker game. And right off the bat here, I'm going to try to not shame us in front of you, Tezuka-san, but I'm going to try something that's very hard for me. It's a course with a clear condition where I'm not allowed to really leave the ground. I can't jump. And every part of my muscle memory when I'm playing a Mario game is that I want to jump over obstacles, but I'm not allowed to because of our new clear condition.
They do show off some of the story mode
talk a little bit more about,
levels that they have, and they're really good. Like they're very, very nice levels, and I'm very excited to play them.
There's ones where you collect coins, defeat certain enemies.
When the game comes out.
Tell us a little bit about the thought process on the dev team. We'd love to hear that.
Captain Toad levels, sort of. Yeah, no, they're absolutely Captain Toad levels.
のあるコースをチャレンジしてるんですけれども、今回はジ
Except it
ャンプ
forces you
できない地
to
面か
not do
ら
it. Some of the Captain Toad levels you can totally
コ
cheese
ース
it.
になってるんですけれども、そのクリア条件について
I also want to point out that this is new soup,
語っていた
and the
だけま
background
す
in
でしょう
this.
か。
3DS 版でも条件ゴールっていうそういうお題の遊びがあったんですけども、それを見てやっぱこれをエディットに組み込むべきだなって考えました。
So some of the courses that we made available for people to play in the Nintendo 3DS version of Super Mario Maker involved some clear conditions, but we thought we'd like to try and make that available when making courses too this time.
同じコースでもこう条件を変えることで何倍にもこうバリエーションができて遊びが広がると思いました。
So adding a clear condition to a course that you may have already played, or adding a clear condition to courses just allows the type of way you'll play that course, the challenge you'll have to be almost multiplied.
It's interesting with the clear conditions making things that are more like puzzles. In this course, for example, there's a lot I have to do because jumping not being in my arsenal, I have to find other ways to get around.
Yo, and the Sassafras, thank you as well for 12 whole months. You're mostly just going through the level right now.
床から 足が浮いたらダメっていうジャンプよりも難しい条件ですねこれ。
And that's really, like you said earlier, even more difficult than not being able to jump. You can't even leave the ground, so that makes things really difficult.
Yeah. So
and
this
it's very
one
creative,
again,
the ways
like,
that they're
exactly
different lifting mechanisms.
I
see Monty Moles here. We've
you cannot
seen
be in the air.
Some
you
other
must
things
be
that
on the ground.
Get me up to a platform. As long as it's not that I have initiated the action and I don't like hop off too early, I'll be okay. But it's like I almost don't want to have my right hand on the buttons because I don't want to risk it. And this is unfair. This is way too much temptation, like a 30 coin right there.
これどうやってクリアするか楽しみですね。
This is actually really
think
cool.
about how am I going to get that?
Come here. Stay.
I like so in Mario Maker 1 you can drop coins with like bombs and stuff, but you can't drop red coins. I do like that you can drop.
Oh yeah, it's so clever. And one thing I love about story mode is if you're a course maker, it's a great place to just go and get ideas. If you feel like you've got a little bit of creator's block, the development team has so many interesting ways of how they use these parts.
自分のコースのメイクに悩んでいるなら、まあストーリーモードに入ってそのアイディアを見ながらアイディアが湧いてくるかもしれませんね。
そうです。もともと前作でも簡単なサンプルコースはあったんですけども、今回はそれがもっと長いコースですね。でそれを見ながら本当に実際に自分がコースを作るとき参考にできると思いました。
Yeah, and we had some short sample courses in the first game. But we wanted to include longer, more fleshed out courses this time around to really give people the ideas they would need to make interesting courses in the making part of the game.
I'm trying to collect as many coins as I can. There we go.
Nice.
Since a big part of the story mode is something has happened to Princess Peach's castle, we need to help rebuild it. So I'm in the first course, and this one is a lot of fun.
Yeah, right away.
So this one's really cool, and there's a lot of cool things that I didn't know you could do.
This is a brand new game style for Super Mario Maker 2, the 3D
Cat Mario was really hard to get
used to. Talk to us though about adapting, adding that to the game, adapting that game style to Super Mario Maker. Love to hear some of your thoughts on that.
まあ今回は 3D ワールド、マリオ 3D ワールドのレベルを見ているんですけれども、今回スーパーマリオメーカー2の新しいゲームスキンとして入ってきたのですが、
You can do a backflip. Also, something that was really cool is that you can do a long jump with Cat Mario. Actually, I don't know about Cat Mario, but in 3D World you can do a long jump.
について喋っていただけますでしょうか。
はい。新しいマリオメーカーを作るにあたってどんな新しいスキンを入れようかってすごい迷ったんですけども、最終的にこれにしました。
So we knew we wanted to bring in some sort of a new game style for Super Mario Maker 2.
You can.
This is the.
First of all, you lose coins when you die. Second of all,
3D で作られた世界をこの 2D の
you can swap the big bullet bills and make them go sideways. So I think that's really cool.
And it actually was pretty challenging to take a game that was originally in 3D and bring it into a 2D format like this.
And controls as long jump in Odyssey. I'm gonna say N64. I don't remember how to long jump in Odyssey, but like the long jump buttons.
So, there's all sorts of different features that this game has. The graphics are different as well. And so this was kind of a new challenge for us. And
probably the same as 3D
one of the larger things that we had to challenge when making this game.
You can swipe the bullets. Yes, you can swap the bullets.
すごく簡単だったんですけども、もうこれ用に専用にこのシーンを作る、シーンとかスキンを作るっていうことになりました。
So sometimes our titles, are ported from one system to the other, and at times like that, you're able to bring the game as it was on one system over to the other, but we're bringing the game, like you said, from 3D into a 2D format here, and that was a big challenge for us.
そういう割り切りがあってやっとできたので、本当に
奥行き感もあるんです。例えば、キラーが裏から表に出て、それも新しいですね。
そうですね。
Oh, this level is really cool.
エディットするときはちょっと斜め上から見た絵でエディットして、遊ぶときはそれがまたカメラが変わって真横の絵になるっていうちょっと面白い。
They show off a lot of really good things.
That game style, you'll actually get a bit of a diagonal view while making courses, and then it goes back to a flat 2D style when you're playing them.
And so this course has a couple of my favorite things. A night theme, which really mixes up how you think about the course. Can you tell us a little bit more about the development of these? Because it's so interesting how they change
so
up
much
the
potential.
gameplay in
There's
pretty
so
significant
many
ways.
cool things coming to this game. Upside down, I know it's
コースにあるんですけれども、
it's crazy.
夜という設定を作っているコースに加えるといろんなエフェクトが出てくるんですけれども、それについて語っていただけますでしょうか。
ただ夜の環境っていうかその絵が変わるだけだったらこのゲームらしくない。
そうですね。
だからそのシーンごとでどんなことが起きるかっていうのはいっぱい詰め込んでいます。
So yeah, it wouldn't be very much like Super Mario Maker if we just added, night and that was it. So you're going to have to try adding the night setting to different courses and different types of game styles and see what the effect is. You can see one here, but
the first time I saw this, it broke my brain.
これ初めて体験した。
Yo, Zombie Jesus, welcome back for the tier 3 12 months, almost a year.
脳が壊れた人が頭が
おかしくなった感じ。
おかしくなった。
そうですね。こういう風な変な体験っていうのはこのゲームに合ってるかなと思います。
So yeah, you might feel, these types of levels make you feel a little bit strange, but that's okay too.
Well, the fact that in the, go ahead.
だからいろんなシーンを変えてみてどんなことが起こるかっていうのは自分の目で確かめてみてほしいと思います。
And I really hope that people will enjoy adding this setting to their own stages in different game styles and see what the effect is with their own eyes.
I'm enjoying this
I think
already.
That's what's so exciting is I love to make courses, and the fact that the night
my best friend
theme,
is there.
It changes the game,
Mr.
not just the way it looks, but it changes the gameplay.
He was
and you
so
can have
nice.
your sub area with that night. A player's going to go down a pipe, and they might not know what's going to happen. Is it going to be upside down gravity? Is it going to be something else? So it really, I think, it inspires you as a creator to find new ways to surprise the person playing your level.
モーガンさんが本当にコース作りが好きで、よりについて本当に好きなのは見た目だけじゃなくてゲームプレイも違ってきますので、例えば作っているコースの中で土管を入れてサブエリアを作ったら、プレイヤーがその土管に入ったら何が起こるかがまさにわからないから、そういうことを作れてモーガンが嬉しいです。
本当にね、ノリのいいスタッフで、いろんなことを試したくなるっていうかね、作りながらいろんなことを試してたって感じがします。
So our staff, this was one thing that they were able to try out, all sorts of ideas that they had, and it just inspired them as well. Like, oh, what else could we add?
Look, no tape. You're right. He didn't touch the
担当者だけ
tape.
がこう考えるんじゃなくて、デザインのもサウンドの人もみんなこう寄っていろんなアイデアを詰め込んだ感じですね。
And it's not just the person who was kind of guiding development of the game, but we had our designers all throw ideas, up on the board as to what things might occur when you added the night effect.
Oh my gosh, I would have loved to have been in that brainstorm section. I'm sure that was a fun day at the office.
企画会議に
You're fine, I think, for the Prime 7 ones.
本当に入りたかったんだけどね。
Okay, so the next course I'm hopping into, I really love because it gives us a really fun look at some things you can do with clear pipes. And they are an incredibly fun new course part in the Super Mario 3D World style.
I'm really excited for
this course.
3D
You can see
World.
that she needs to collect 100 coins, and there's a
such a
little
good
counter up
theme,
the upper
and it
left counting how many
fits
Sam
so
has
well.
collected.
今回も100枚のコインを取らなければならないクリア条件もありますよね。
条件ゴールです。
はい。
そうですね。100枚取るとか敵をね何匹やっつけるとか、本当に自由にいろんなことができるようになってるのがすごいと思います。
Yeah, and with clear conditions, there's a variety of them you can set when making your courses. For example, needing to defeat a certain number of specific enemies, things like that as well. So.
It's helpful as you're creating a course. The clear conditions reflect what you've already placed in a course, so you don't have to necessarily plan ahead for it. You could just make a course that feels really good to you, and then when you're done, take a look and see, okay, which clear conditions are supported by what I made.
まずコースを作って、
Something else that's really cool is that the bloopers don't really do anything until you get close to them.
追加すればいいかと考えてもいいんですよね。
そうしてほしいと思いました。
Yeah, that's actually what I'm hoping people will do is finish their
and
course
also, they
and
use
then
the
decide,
pipes.
okay, maybe I'll put a clear condition on this, and what one would be good.
だから一つのコースを作って、でそれにどんな条件を入れるかっていうのをもうみんなでワイワイさ一緒に考えて作るのもいいし、ずっと自分でじっくりと考えるのもいいし。
Yeah, this part is really cool.
So you can make a course and have people play and then have them help you decide what sort of clear condition would work well for this course, or you can do that on your own and make that decision all by yourself.
Look at how angry that
so this
blooper
guy
is.
kind of looks like trouble, but I think I can use these clear pipes.
Nice.
Pathing fireballs through clear pipes is so satisfying.
このね透明度感も今回新しく 3D ワールドから取り入れたんですけども、すごく良かったと思います。
So I'm really happy we were able to include these clear pipes from Super Mario 3D World.
Okay, that's actually really cool the way that they have that set up.
They can't escape.
Super cool.
Oh no, don't chase me, don't chase me.
They're shooting.
And these guys can use the clear pipes too, so I gotta be careful not to just have it chase me through. There we go. Look, you just go hang out down there.
Mr. Tezuka, I'm tempted to ask you how fireballs work underwater, but maybe that's a company secret. So.
まあどうやって水中の中でファイアボールが燃えているかについて聞きたいんだけど、それは秘密かもしれないので、まあ
それは言わないでください。
So yeah, please don't ask me.
So good. The flag was not there until they got all 100 coins.
水中でキラーとか、まあこういうことはできるだけやめようとかいうようなことも自由に自分で作るときはできるので、
It's just for 3D World. So 3D World is its very own like special thing. When you create a 3D World level, it destroys everything that you've made if you made it in another theme.
Or fireballs in an underwater course. In a game like this, if you want to do that, you can do it. And you know that's the kind of game we wanted to make.
Yeah, it really is like the ultimate Mario playground toolbox.
I know we've been having a blast with the office and building the invitational courses as well, watching you guys have fun iterating on that and trying out new things.
I still learn things. I think I know everything, and then I like trigger a certain thing, and I realize an icicle can trigger an on-off switch, and I'm like, I did not know that.
Okay, so this is a really tricky course.
We're seeing another.
Largely because of the desert wind here at night.
Nighttime desert.
So
look at that boom boom.
Yeah, so this is
He's a mad lad.
Desert and then turn on night, you're going to get this intermittent wind, which completely changes the feeling that Sam is having as she's playing.
Yeah, so here I've got a quiet space I can just hang out. So I'm just going to stand here. I'm not touching anything on my controller. Mario's good, but then as soon as the wind picks up, I'm sliding. I'm not doing anything. It makes platforming challenges so much trickier, and it's so interesting when you're dealing with boss fights, trying to make sure, okay, I need to time this also to the wind. Sometimes it's actually going to give you an extra boost to get somewhere. Other times, it's going to push you right where you don't want to be.
砂漠のコースを夜設定
Ice can trigger the switches. Yeah, icicles can trigger on-off
And here
switches.
it's going to make things a little careful if I don't time this right.
あんまり言っちゃうとこれから買って作る人は楽しみが減りますね。
So I don't want to give away all the secrets about what's lying in wait for you in the nighttime courses because people might get bored, but yeah, there's a lot.
Definitely. And folks who are watching at home might notice there's a new little icon at the lower left of my screen that you haven't seen before. That's something special that we actually wanted to introduce during the segment as well and talk about a little bit. So we triggered that earlier so we could show it off. And I'm just going to make sure I'm somewhere safe. Okay,
Nowhere
this is a bad
safe.
spot.
Scooch over for
So
this.
here, for example, if I was having a really hard time with a course and the game noticed, hey, you're maybe having a rough time.
It's not me.
My brother turns up and gives me access to a little collection of course parts. So Luigi's going to say, hey,
I
like
think
you're
this
having
is
a hard
really
time,
cool
bro.
for
Let's see if this
story
can help
mode.
you out. And here we have a small assortment
I think
of
it's
course
a really,
parts.
really good
What's
addition
cool
for
is I can
story
actually
mode.
use these to modify the course I'm playing. So it might be I'm having a hard time with a jump. Maybe I'm going to use some blocks to make a platform for myself, or
Yeah, it makes it very beginner-friendly, very
toss
kid-friendly.
this guy in there.
I think
but can we talk
it's
a little
really
bit
good.
about this help feature in Luigi and how this is going to be interesting to folks who are playing the game?
はい、ここが難しい進めないと感じたら、ルイージのアシストを設定することもできて、限られたパーツも与えてくれますので、それを使って進めるように自分でコースを調整することができますよね。それについて喋っていただけますか。
このモード自体自分が遊んでみてもすごく楽しかったんですね。 だからこればっかりずっと遊び続けてしまうんじゃないかなっていう心配しました。
すみません、もう一度お願いします。
このモードだけでもずっと楽しめてしまうので、作ることよりももうずっとこれ遊んでしまうんじゃないかな、ずっと遊び続けてしまうんじゃないかと心配しました。
So I was worried that, you know, some people might get so hooked on this mode that they would just continue playing it and just go right through it.
で、このゲームの場合、あまりアクションゲームが上手じゃない人でも、クリアできるようにしたいなっていう考えもあります。
Is this endless mode? No, this is story mode that they're going through. That they're
something
playing
for
in
people
right
who might
now.
have trouble with some of these stages, so that they would also be able to make their way through it, and so include some way to help people that might not be as advanced as other players.
これ作るゲームなので、その遊ぶ中にも作るっていうことを少し取り入れるっていうのが、割と最後の方で思いついたアイデアです。
And so, you know, this is a game about making, so I thought it would be fun if there was a way to include a little bit of course making even when you're playing a course like this. So we included this Luigi assist mode.
だからできるだけこう気軽に遊んでる中で作るっていうことを体験してほしい。
And yeah, I wanted people to just have you know, a lighthearted, casual way
Look at that Mad Lad. He's
to
a
be able
big
to
boy.
add some making elements to courses while they were playing them.
我慢してこのまま何も自分でカスタマイズせずにクリアするっていうことじゃなくて、本当にちょっとこう変えてみようとか、そういうふうにこう気軽に思ってほしいんですけどね。
And so that means that you don't have to just persevere, you know, stoically and make your way through the course without, you know, making any changes. This gives you the ability, you know, if you want there to be a block here, you want to make a small change, you can go ahead and do that.
これ日本のお祭りを意識した演出。
I think that's
the music and animation you're seeing is something from like a Japanese festival that we thought would be fun to add.
the same music from Odyssey
and one of the new sound effects.
In Bowser's Land or whatever.
Okay. I think we got time for one more, so I can pull one more course up here.
One more.
One more course, yay.
Okay, that one's hard. You want to stump me, put a desert wind in there, and suddenly I'm flying all over the place, or I'm overcompensating because I think the wind's about to start. And I'm like, oh no, I'm going to jump the wrong way.
New sound effects.
風が難しいんですよね。とにかく。
でもね、自分で作った難しいコースは自分でも許せると思うんです。
But you know, if that's a difficult course that you have made yourself, you'll be okay with something like that. You know, with it being that difficult.
で我々が用意した作ったコースが難しいと嫌がる人はいると思いますけど。
I do think that
Why is there a life counter in the editor?
So
It's
we're
not the
okay with them
editor.
being hard. There may be other people who are a little bit upset with us for making some difficult
story
courses.
mode.
I think there's a really nice mix in there, which is good, and especially once we get into people sharing their own courses, it's going to be such a variety of
Defeat the
additional courses for people to play.
pom-pom! Yo, there's a
And if we're
pom-pom
lucky,
level chat.
try to pull this off in one shot. This is another clear condition. All I have to do is beat one
Look
enemy.
at it, it looks
Okay,
hot in the
that's not
background.
one enemy, that's no problem.
This is
Just
what
be
my
a
room
pom-pom.
looks like back there.
But the problem is where I'm fighting the pom-pom is a
It
little
looks almost like a Wendy
complicated.
fight in this room.
So I've got these blinking blocks, and she wants to use them as well as me. So if I don't give her somewhere to stand, she's not going to end up somewhere I can fight her. No. Come here, pom-pom. Come on.
And I like that that key warp block is right there, so it's very clear.
3
You
hits for
cannot move on
pom-pom
without-
chat.
This is
Very
a really
important.
classic-looking boss fight too. It's really cool.
Very
I
important to
redeemed
know.
myself. At least I got the
That was
pom-pom.
really good.
And here, so I've got the little flag above my head. I managed the clear condition, and it's almost like forgiveness, this little blinking block's like, it's okay. We'll just take you up to the top.
I'm so excited.
So, thank you. I wanted to make sure while you're here that I play okay. And I think that's about all the time we've got, but thank you so much for
That
joining
switch
us.
just
And
fell.
as you said, the dev team is still working on things in the game, wrapping things up, and that new ability that's going to be coming
Just
with an
knocked the
update to be able
switch
to play with your
over.
friends online, I think is something that, thank you. I wanted to make sure while you're here that I play okay. And I think that's about all the time we've got, but thank you so much for joining us. And as you said, the dev team is still working on things in the game, wrapping things up, and that new ability that's going to be coming with an update to be able to play with your
It's
friends
okay,
online.
it'll be
I think is
okay,
something
right?
That, hopefully folks will really enjoy when the game launches, and then we get some of the
It'll be
update
okay,
work
right?
done.
That's how it works.
まあ 先ほど言ったように開発が今でも
If you didn't
進ん
see
で
it,
い
it
て
didn't
で
happen.
オンライン友達とマルチプレイができるようなアップデートが来ることが皆さんが嬉しく思いますよね。
そうですね。このゲームのユニークなところは我々が遊びを作るための環境を一生懸命作ったんですよ。
So, the point we really wanted to score with this game was to make sure we had an ability to create an environment where people could play.
でいろんな人がこのツールを使っていろんなコースを作ってそれをみん
So
なにシェ
Mr.
アしてそれをま
Tezuka,
た
when I
みん
saw him
なで
on
遊んでっていう
Saturday, he
こう
was
いうサイ
wearing
ク
a
ルが
similar
ち
shirt
ゃん
to
とでき
this
て
one,
初
except
め
it
て
was a
この
warp
ゲーム
pipe.
の遊びが完成す
And
る
it had Mario and Luigi in the
And so,
pocket, and it was
this
really
game
cool.
really
It's one of
is
those,
concluded when
unique
we're able to
clothes.
create a cycle where
Unique clothes?
people get ideas, use
Unique clothes
parts,
shirts.
create courses, share
They're
them
really
with others.
nice.
People play those, and that cycle continues. And that's when we really feel we've done our job of creating a complete
Tezuka loves
experience.
warp pipes. Yeah, he was
だから
joking
こう
that he
発売
wanted
してか
to
らどんな風に
come
遊
onto
ば
the
れるかという
stage
我々
at
も
the
すごくワクワ
invitational
ク
through the
して
pipe,
And
but they
so
wouldn't let
we're
him.
really looking forward to see what people are going
Yeah.
to do with this game once it comes out. And that's something that we're super looking forward to.
まだまだ我々開発はこれのために時間を費やしていくし皆さんも遊んでくれていろんなフィードバックを返してくれると、みんな一緒にこう遊んでる人と我々と一緒にこう盛り上げていけるんじゃないかなと思います。
So we're continuing our work with development, and we're really looking forward to seeing what people say about the game and hearing their feedback and continuing to think about it as we go forward.
Well, I know just anytime we've given our fans a chance to make their own creations, they never cease to amaze us with their creativity and their inventiveness. So from our side, we've been having a wonderful time with this game in the office, but I can't wait to get out there and see what the world does with these tools and these parts and all the cool courses that they're going to create.
世界にリリースされると世界の皆さんがどのようにパーツを使ってどのコースを作ってどのようなコースを世界にシェアすることも我々も楽しみにしていますよね。
Yeah, and people don't have to wait too much longer.
I know, June 28th. This game comes out in 2 weeks and change. So, yeah,
days.
I hope you guys are excited to get your hands on it. We certainly are excited to show it off here, and I can't wait for it to come out myself to start making courses and making people play them. Yeah, so from here, us at Treehouse Live, I want to say thank you, Sam, for all that nice gameplay.
No problem.
Ethan for translating, and Mr. Tezuka, thank you so much for stopping by and sharing your thoughts and passion about Super Mario Maker 2 with us. So, yeah, so we'll be right back with some more gameplay. We're actually going to pivot from here to Luigi's Mansion 3. So don't go anywhere, and thank you guys.
Very nice. That was good. I hope you guys enjoyed that as much as I did. I enjoyed it so much that I watched it twice. So yeah, thank you guys for watching that with me.